What if the richest, most ambitious man on Earth isn't satisfied with electric cars or rockets? What if his ultimate goal isn't just to make money, but to save humanity by making us a multi-planet species? This is the story of Elon Musk, the visionary who's literally betting his entire fortune, his companies, and his reputation on one impossible dream: building a city on Mars. He's been called a genius, a madman, a savior, and a villain. Elon Musk is a name that dominates headlines, fuels memes, and ignites fierce debates. From revolutionizing electric cars with Tesla to building the most powerful rockets on Earth with SpaceX, his companies are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But beneath the controversies and the constant stream of tweets, there's one single colossal ambition that truly defines him: Mars. For Musk, Mars isn't just a distant dream. It's humanity's ultimate backup plan. This isn't just a story about a rich guy with big toys. It's about a man driven by a profound, almost terrifying mind tick. A belief that humanity's survival depends on becoming an interplanetary species. Join us as Mind Ticks explores the epic, high-stakes gamble of Elon Musk, the man betting his entire empire on the red planet. To understand Elon Musk's obsession with Mars, we have to go back to his childhood in South Africa. Young Elon wasn't playing with toy cars. He was devouring science fiction novels by authors like Isaac Asimov, whose stories painted vivid pictures of future human colonies across the galaxy. These books weren't just entertainment. They were blueprints. He saw humanity's future not just on Earth, but among the stars. This was the first hint of his mind tick, an unshakable belief in humanity's destiny among the cosmos. Even as a child, he showed a fierce independence and a restless intellect. At just 12, he coded and sold his first video game. He moved to Canada, then the US, driven by a desire to be at the heart of innovation. He eventually dropped out of a Stanford PhD program after just 2 days, convinced the internet held the key to the future. His first major success came with Zip2, an online city guide which he sold for over $300 million. This gave him his first taste of real wealth and the power to fund his own ideas. But his most famous early venture was PayPal, the online payment system that revolutionized how people send money. After PayPal was sold to eBay for a staggering $1.5 billion, Musk walked away with a personal fortune of around $180 million. Most people would retire, buy an island, and enjoy life. But for Elon, this was just seed money. He looked at his millions and asked, "What are the biggest problems facing humanity?" His answer: sustainable energy and making humanity multi-planetary. This was not a hobby, it was a mission. He poured almost all of his PayPal fortune into his next 2 ventures. Ventures that seemed crazy to everyone else: Tesla and SpaceX. He was betting everything. In 2002, Elon Musk founded SpaceX. His goal: make space travel radically cheaper and, eventually, colonize Mars. The existing space industry laughed. They called him a fool, a dot-com billionaire who thought he could reinvent rocketry, an industry dominated by governments and huge, decades-old companies. But they didn't understand Elon's mind tick, an unwavering belief in first principles thinking. Instead of buying expensive parts, he would question why they were expensive and then build them cheaper, from scratch. His early years were brutal. The first 3 launches of his Falcon 1 rocket failed. Each failure chipped away at his dwindling fortune. He was pouring every penny he had into keeping SpaceX and Tesla alive. He faced bankruptcy multiple times. The stress was immense. There must have been moments of intense sadness and doubt. Moments where any other person would have given up. But Elon didn't give up. On the 4th launch, in 2008, Falcon 1 finally reached orbit. It was a triumph, a moment of pure happiness that snatched SpaceX from the jaws of failure. This proved that a private company could do what only nations had done before. SpaceX quickly moved on to the much larger Falcon 9 rocket. But Elon's real game changer was not just building rockets. It was making them reusable. Traditional rockets were thrown away after each launch. Like a plastic cup, Elon wanted them to land back on Earth, upright, ready to fly again, like an airplane. This was considered impossible. His first attempts to land Falcon 9 boosters were spectacular explosions. The public laughed, the media mocked. But Elon simply posted the blooper reels, learning from every fiery crash. His mind tick thrives on failure as a learning tool, not a defeat. Then, in December 2015, the impossible happened. A Falcon 9 booster, after launching a satellite, smoothly landed itself back on a pad at Cape Canaveral. History was made. It was a moment of sheer elation for Musk and his team, a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds. And it unlocked the next phase of his vision. Reusable rockets radically slashed the cost of space travel. Suddenly, sending satellites, cargo, and even people to space became dramatically cheaper. This wasn't just about saving money, it was about making Mars colonization affordable. The mind tick of cost reduction became a key enabler for his ultimate goal. With cheaper launches, SpaceX could pursue other ambitious projects. They began deploying Starlink, a massive constellation of satellites designed to bring high-speed internet to every corner of the globe, including future Mars colonies. This wasn't a distraction, it was a crucial piece of the Mars puzzle. Communication for a new civilization. But the biggest piece of the puzzle was still being built: Starship. This was, and is, the rocket Elon believes will take 1 million people to Mars. Starship is a fully reusable, colossal vehicle designed to carry massive payloads and hundreds of people. It looks like something out of a 1950s sci-fi comic book, a gleaming stainless steel behemoth. Its development has been marked by explosive tests and rapid iterations. Elon's preferred method of fail fast, learn faster. Each explosion is not a setback, but data. This constant, almost frenetic pace of innovation drives many people to love his ambition and vision, while others see it as reckless. Today, the entire SpaceX operation and much of Elon Musk's personal fortune is geared towards one audacious, terrifying, and awe-inspiring goal: Mars. He doesn't just want to visit Mars, he wants to terraform it, to make it habitable. He wants to build a self-sustaining city, an off-world civilization capable of preserving humanity should Earth face an existential threat. This is the grandest wager in human history. But this isn't a smooth ride. The financial costs are astronomical. Starship development is incredibly expensive and technologically challenging. There are still many unknowns about long-duration space travel, radiation, and human habitation on another planet. The sheer scale of the engineering and biological problems is staggering. Elon faces immense pressure, not just from engineering challenges, but from constant public scrutiny, media criticism, and regulatory hurdles. Many doubt his sanity, his methods, and his ability to pull it off. They question if he's spreading himself too thin, juggling Tesla, Neuralink, X, formerly Twitter, and Boring Company, all while trying to colonize a planet. There's a constant tension, a feeling that this could all unravel, inspiring both hope and fear. The mind tick now is more profound than ever. Humanity's great filter. This is the idea that intelligent civilizations often hit a wall, a point where they either transcend their home planet or die out. For Elon, climate change, nuclear war, or even a rogue asteroid could wipe out humanity if we remain confined to Earth. Mars is not just an ambition, it's a moral imperative, a way to ensure our long-term survival. He's driven by a deep sense of responsibility for the future of consciousness, a desire to make humanity a multi-planetary species. It's a vision that inspires incredible love and devotion from his followers, and intense hatred from his critics, who see him as a delusional billionaire. The journey to Mars is far from over. Starship still needs to prove its full reusability and reliability. The engineering challenges are immense, but one thing is certain: Elon Musk will not stop. He will continue to bet everything he has, every dollar, every ounce of his energy, on turning that red dot in the night sky into humanity's second home. Elon Musk's mind tick is a powerful, almost singular focus on solving humanity's most existential problems through audacious technological leaps. It's not about being a car company, a rocket company, or a social media company. It's about a foundational belief that humanity must advance technologically to survive and thrive. His playbook includes first principles thinking, breaking down problems to their most basic elements, ignoring conventional wisdom, rapid iteration and embracing failure, moving incredibly fast, testing relentlessly, and learning from every explosion or mistake. Audacious vision and public goal setting, setting seemingly impossible goals and publicly committing to them, which both inspires his teams and puts immense pressure on them to deliver. Multi-planetary imperative, a core belief that humanity's long-term survival depends on colonizing other planets. Elon Musk is a walking, talking experiment in human ambition. He is a man who operates on a different scale, driven by a vision that extends far beyond quarterly earnings or current stock prices. His quest for Mars is a testament to the power of a single individual's belief to reshape industries, inspire millions, and attempt to alter the very destiny of humankind. He may be controversial, he may be flawed, but one thing is undeniable: Elon Musk truly is the man betting everything on Mars, and the world is watching to see if his gamble pays off.